All right, let's talk about social media again. Hey there, Enterprisers, what's good? It's Jason Lago here again, and in this video, I want to talk to you about how to do the social media thing. That's right, how to do the social media thing, right? Obviously on this channel, all we ever talk about pretty much is entrepreneurship, marketing, online business, how to do well in building a business, that kind of thing. But the reality is, you definitely need to know how to do social media, right? And that is just kind of where we're at. Most people know how to do social media as a general principle, but when it comes to building your following and expanding your reach, bringing in the type of customer that you want, and ultimately making sales and profits, having a strong social media presence is absolutely paramount. And if you think of all the big brands, they all are doing it, right? With that said, there's a few key things that you need to make sure that you're posting out there in order for Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and the like to make sense for you, right? At least make sense for your business. I remember when I first got started in my online business and started to take things seriously, I didn't have a huge marketing budget, and while all my friends were spending money on Facebook ads and all those kind of things, I really didn't have all that. So what did I do? I went with social media, right? And here's the thing, I'm still doing social media, and all of my friends are still doing social media. And some of your heroes that are out there, some of the people that you look up to, all the big names, guess what? They're all doing social media, right? Are they paying for ads? Sure. But if you go on their social media channels, what are you gonna find? You're gonna find quality types of content that they're putting out there, and that brings in the following, that brings in the sales, right? So how do you do this for yourself? Well, I'm not gonna get into every single detail, but let me just give you 3 tried and true things that you need to make sure that you are posting, right? So when it comes to social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, let's go ahead and just talk about what are the things that you should be doing social media wise that brings in the type of people that you want to bring in, and ultimately this will turn into sales, right? Let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1, deliberate image post, okay? Deliberate image post. That's what I'm calling it. Maybe you know it by a different name, but ultimately what we're talking about here is a post that has a lot of work that is put into it. And when I say a lot of work, I'm specifically talking about the caption that is in there. So the reason why I say deliberate image is because most of these posts are represented by just that, right? A single image. It could be on Instagram, it could be on Facebook, and what you're doing is you're putting an image on there. What is the image, right? Oftentimes it could be you, it could be something that you're doing. It also has everything to do with, the type of message that you want to put out there, right? But let's go ahead and say that you are a fitness influencer, right? You're trying to build your following so that people can follow you because you do things that are in the health and wellness or fitness space, right? Let's call it online training. You're a coach, you show people how to lose weight, how to get in good shape. So you might post a picture of you doing something to that effect, right? Whether it's, lifting your dumbbells or barbells, maybe you're performing a squat, maybe you're working the battle ropes, maybe you're balancing, on a balancing beam of some sort, showing off some really cool pose that requires a lot of composure, strength, and what have you. And then you go ahead and make sure that you write the post in, right? And this post should be value laden. It should be a ton of value that is uplifting, that is encouraging, that is eye-opening, that is educating to someone who's going to read it, right? And the idea is you want them to read it all the way through. Now, you don't want to write a novel, but you do want to make sure that there's enough meat in there where they read it, they look at the picture, and it causes them to think, right? More importantly, it causes them to think about following you for what's more, right? If you're putting that kind of thing out there and you make someone feel good, you hit a certain nerve inside their heart that really connects with you, now you have a fan for life, right? That generally is how it works. So make sure you do that. You've often heard before, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and I get that. But I would venture to say that when it comes to online business and business in general with your online presence, more importantly than a picture is 1,000 words, you know what's more valuable than that? A picture that is deliberately placed that is accompanied by 1,000 words. You see what I'm saying? Make sure that you're writing out captions that really explain the picture and go farther than what is even there. If you do this, I'm telling you what, you're gonna have a lot of people who like, who subscribe, who comment, who follow. Make sure you engage with them, and I'm telling you, this is a great way to start. Number 2, awesome short video. Awesome short video, okay? Now, why am I talking about awesome short video? Well, simply put, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that short videos are here and have been all the rage for a little while, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon, okay? I'm talking about your TikToks And I'm also talking about Instagram Reels, and now even YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, and the like. The idea is now, because people are so busy and people are wanting to explore certain things on videos, you really just have a second or two to show as much value as you can when someone is really just trying to look at videos, right? They don't necessarily have time to watch 15-minute videos, although they'll make time for that. But ultimately, when people are scrolling the likes of TikTok or Instagram Reels, they're looking for those quick doses of fulfillment. Sometimes that fulfillment comes in entertainment, sometimes it comes for value driven and value searching in terms of education, and sometimes it's both. When you can put the two together, now you're cooking with grease, right? So make sure that you're putting these videos out there, right? And this is a fabulous way to go ahead and start bringing people inside your world, inside your funnels without money. I really mean that, okay? These videos are here to stay. There are so many influencers who are doing well simply because they have mastered the art of capturing someone's attention for 60 to 90 seconds, and within that time, not only have they captured their attention, but they've given them a little bit of value, whether it's entertainment or education, and they have then directed that attention elsewhere. As in, follow me for more, click on this, go check this out. You like this product I'm using, go check it out and go buy it. Here's the link that you can go to. It really is that simple. It's not necessarily that easy. It takes time, and this is a craft you have to learn like anything else. But if you can get there, I'm telling you what, there's definitely ways that you can go ahead and monetize this and make this work for you in a big way. If you look on my Instagram page, it's no different. I have a ton of reels out there that I've got several thousands of views. You know, how amazing is that? To think that, you know, I've been on YouTube for years, and I've got some videos that are, you know, in the thousands of viewership. But these are long videos. There's so much production that goes into them, and you know, at least you know, from an editing standpoint, for someone like me who's not big on that. And yet, when I started doing short form videos, doing reels and so on, you know, you're banging these things out in 5-10 minutes, maybe even less than that, and now they've got thousands and thousands of views. It's ridiculous. And when I compare the two, it's almost insane that I could have thousands and thousands and thousands of views on these little short videos as opposed to these long videos that I'm putting a bunch of production value and editing into, right? It speaks for itself. If you're not doing Reels, TikTok, short videos, get on this right now. Third and finally, tried and true stories. Okay, tried and true stories. And I call them tried and true stories because they're just that. They're tried and true. Now, if you go ahead and look on the things like Instagram and Facebook, you have what's called stories. You have things that you can post. You can post a video, you can do a regular post, or you can do what's called a story. And a story are these quicker, you know, type insights that where you're kind of doing like basically like quick live streaming, and they're on your stories. It's one of these things that just continue to go on, and people can check in. And what I have found this to be most effective is to show as more of a behind the scenes thing, right? When I'm posting something, when I'm creating a video, I'm trying deliberately to put some value out there. When I'm doing a story, it's more like in real time, right? So it's more like a behind the scenes look. A deliberate post that I put out there will be very deliberate. I'm trying to capture, you know, a prospect. Same thing with a short form video, but with a story, it really is just like, okay, here's where I'm at. You know, I pull up the Facebook, I pull up the Instagram, and I'm looking at the story, and I'm showing, what am I showing? I'm showing people where I'm with my family, right? Not necessarily creating the videos or doing the lives or the training, the consulting, the sales that I'm doing. I'm showing them, hey, this is what I'm having for lunch with my family, right? Now, I'm not using that type of content for all my posting. I'm not just sharing food and just sharing, you know, cat videos or whatever. No, I'm showing this as a small snippet. And what I found this to be very effective is when people can see that their favorite influencer, their big name, that person that they're aspiring to be like, is also vulnerable, right? Is also a regular person just like them, who has a family, who has to make time to do these things, like, you know, change their kids' diapers, right? Take their kids to school, figure out what's for dinner tonight, because they're living a busy lifestyle. And even though their lifestyle is maybe a little bit more lavish than yours at the time, they still have the same regular everyday challenges. The fact is, before I ever got onto doing short form videos like, you know, Reels and TikToks and so on, I was doing stories for the longest time, and the stories have served me well. I remember thinking back to, you know, several years ago when I was doing some affiliate marketing contests online. I was heavy on my stories, and I didn't even, at that time, Instagram didn't even allow you to put clickable links in there, right? I was literally telling people, okay, go to my website here, or I was typing in the website and they couldn't click on it. I'd say, go to this website, type it in your browser now, right? I was doing those kind of things to show people, yeah, listen, hey, I'm making money even though I'm, you know, with my automated online affiliate marketing business, even though I'm making dinner for my family tonight. How am I doing it? Well, go ahead and check out this website, right? It was just that simple. And I had a lot of people comment on that and say, you know, tell me more. You really have some money coming in through your affiliate marketing business, just, you know, because right now I see you slaving away trying to put diapers on your two youngest kids and trying to make dinner for your wife who's recovering from from just having the baby, right? And I think that really resonated with people in tremendous, authentic ways, right? That's what stories can do for you. So just remember not to take that for granted, right? Because stories are still being worked every single day. They're still working right now, and there's so much more you can do with stories now. It's insane, right? All you have to do is just pull up Instagram or TikTok, and then you get these people who are showing you these really cool hacks to present really cool stories. That one thing you can also do is you can use these stories to work in tandem with these other strategies. Whenever you make that long, deliberate post, advertise it by way of story, right? So you can have a personal shot of you showing your food or your family or whatever, and then you can also, in the next portion of the story, introduce, hey, by the way, I've got this really cool new post. Click on here to check it out. I'm telling you, stories are tried and true, so make sure they work for you. There you have it, my friends. Listen, Jason Ligo here with Always Enterprise, always bringing you value. I hope that this was helpful to you. Again, I know I speak a million miles an hour, but the reality is these are things that you can absolutely work. And if you're just floundering, wondering about how you can make social media work for you and your business, I'm telling you, get started creating content using these 3 methodologies, and you'll have no problem bringing in your type of customers and hopefully start making some sales shortly thereafter. Jason Ligo with Always Enterprise. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and that way you don't miss out on any more hot new content that I got coming down the pipe just for you. I will see you next time. Take care and God bless.